Tippy time my damies, Top Cat here and welcome back to the channel. Most Titan builds I've come across these days have either utilised the Thunderclap or the Frenzied Blade, but I wanted to finally take a look at that Hammer Strike now, as solar abilities just got a bit hotter. In this melee, both applies Scorch damage on hits and ignitions on kills. This is made better again by that Solar Fulmination mod released in this week's Artifact update. At base, this melee starts at 39,000, but we can escalate this 13.6 times to 533,000, with these kills being strong enough to one-shot champs all across the board. With Solar Fulmination, our ignitions are about 25% stronger and roughly get a 3 meter bonus to its radius. The Peregrine Greaves will buff our Hammer Strike 6.5 times over to 260,000. Now the Peregrine's strength is nothing new, but with Prismatic we had the means to surpass the past. Head to head, Solar 3.0 has Roaring Flames and Prismatic has Knockout. Now on paper, Roaring Flames has a 70% increase after we get 3 solar ability kills, and Knockout has a 50% increase by simply breaking a shield or getting a melee kill. However, Solar's buffs stop there. Prismatic still has 3 buffs we can apply. So with our Hammer Strike, the Greaves and Knockout, this has jumped to 388,000. With Facet of Courage, our solar melee is buffed by 10% when either debuffed by Stasis or Strand. This jumps us again to 427,000. Then, using the Shield Crush perk in the artifact, we get an increase to melee recharge rate and a 25% bonus in its strength. For this, we're going to need either a Void Overshield, Woven Mail, or Frost Armor. But this again will skyrocket our damage to 533,686. Now we can go higher using that Transference perk in the artifact, but it's not really required as we already have enough power to one-bang champs. So when raging through those waves of adds, aim for the Thick Boy. Using Facet of Ruin, our ignitions will once more be more deadly, particularly when paired with Fulmination. Our best and most practical debuff is going to be Suspension. I'm using the Dringer's Lash aspect. I personally prefer to pair it with that Thruster class dodge. This creates a suspension bouncing Betty on your location. I found this worked better than the traditional barricades, as we need to zip around that map to build and keep momentum to use that Peregrine Strike. I also use that Shackle Nade to feed every second or so melee. With that Shield Crush mod, we also see 25% faster grenade regeneration, as Knockout gives us full time amplified. Our Titan also has that Transcendent Grenade that both suspends and jolts foes. So, with 3 avenues of suspension available to us, it's not just champs that should fear us, but all foes. I'm using Facet of Sacrifice. This is going to feed us bonus darkness energy when we get kills with our Hammer Strikes. So roughly every 2 to 3 crowd up kills should have both our light and darkness bars maxed out, so we can pop our Transcendence and go to war. Now we are going to have to give up Facet of Protection to balance this out, but by using Facet of Blessing, we can begin recovery on our melee kills. This frag is buffed whilst Transcendent, paired again with my double heavy-handed mods and a recuperation mod on our kicks. We can fly straight at them, kill them, heal, and get the hell out of dodge. With 2 heavy-handed mods, we can make an orb every 5 seconds. This gives us enough time to circle back around with our Peregrine spun up, looking for that next victim. Additionally, this combo pairs with Knockout to restore health on our melee kills. It resets our amplified timer to 15 seconds, and paired with that Galvanic Armor mod, that's 30% damage resist. Enough to get in there, tank, and run even in GM Nightfalls. Additionally, we've got Purpose feeding us Overshields of Void, Woven Mail of Strand, and 22.5 DR with Frost Armor. It's in my opinion that you Titan mains need to get on board that behemoth train. Its super has the highest damage output, and it's got the most consistent damage reduction. Feel free to pause here for all my mods, fragments, artifact and armor stats, but there will be a dim link in the description down below. Any of you Titan mains out there who are tired of using that same old consecration build, please give this a go. It's got well over double the damage of that and it's a lot more agile. But I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure to thumb it if you dug it, sub if you're new, and as always, tippy time my damies, what a tie.